Hello there, everyone. TheAndrata here, and welcome back to episode 26 of our Better Minecraft Plus Let's Play series, where today we are working on setting up a auto miner with Create. So yeah, let's get started. So first things first here, I need to address our drawer system and how I was way overthinking this thing. Okay, so for some reason, I don't know why, I keep comparing our simple storage networks to a digital storage network. And that's where I keep getting lost. So my goal here in last episode, I wanted items to export into this drawer controller, correct? So that all of our oak logs would go into here, all of our bones and everything. And also I wanted to have it accessible in our crafting remote, so we have access to it. And, we spent the last, what is it, like 10 minutes of the episode trying to figure out how to get that going when oh, that's actually a nice axe. Um, it is much easier than all of it that I was trying to do. This export cable is handy when I want to export items to the drawer. So like for right now, say for example, we have coal in here, right? So I want to export all of our coal into here. So if I take this and I put the coal in here, all of our coal is going to dump out of the system. This JEI synchronization is weird. All of the coal should end up going into here if I were to put coal. Can I drag from here? I cannot. If I put coal into here, it'll take all the coal out of there and dump it into the drawers, which is great, right? But I'm not going to be able to see the coal anymore. All of this is if we compare this to refined storage, this is like me setting up a drawer and putting an exporter to empty it all out of our storage system, which for our purposes is all of our chests that we have down here. And then all I need to do is hook a link cable up to this. We do not need this export cable at all times. I only need it during the initial dumpage of items that we have an excess amount of, like our wool. I only need to have the drawer for this initial setup, and then this export cable for this initial setup. And then if I just set up a link cable, Simple Storage is smart enough to know, hey, you can put spruce logs in here, so put all the spruce logs into this drawer. Don't fill up the empty spaces, just put them into there. Duh. I was thinking that it was going to try and fill those spaces first before it's filled these. Don't know why, but yeah, this is how it works. Like way overthinking it. I set up this network exchange interface to see if that may do it because it said something about endpoint of the network. That doesn't do anything. Like, no, I way overcomplicated it. All I need to do is get this stuff that we want to have out. So like clay, we can have the spruce saplings because we have a bunch of those. This limestone can go in there, the arid rock. We could have lapis. We're going to need more drawers for sure. We could have redstone go into here. We're going to get a bunch of redstone at some point. All of our ingots we'll have go into there. For now, really, like maybe dirt. We don't have a whole lot of drawers available to us, so we can have like dirt go there. Arid rock. Then we need to keep one of each of these. Limestone. Clay can go here, though I need to keep one. Lapis can go here, sure. Like it doesn't really make too much of a difference. Redstone. Sure, there we go. And then all I got to do is program this guy to export all this stuff into there. Clay, redstone, lapis. So what we should see happening is that stuff is going to be dumping from our system, and it looks like it already has because we have all those upgrades, and then that's it. Like we don't have to do anything else. Now, if I break this and I break this, and then we set this back up with just a regular link cable, any extra redstone that we get is going to go into this, or any extra lapis that we get is going to go into this. But we don't have to worry about any of this other exporting setup or anything like that. I only have to worry about the exporting when I'm trying to fill the drawers with stuff that we have stuck into our Yeah. Does that make sense? Is what I'm saying make sense? We only have to worry about it when we have when we're trying to empty our chests into our drawers. Okay. I hope that is, because I way overcomplicated that last episode, and I sat there and thought about it, and I'm like, wait a minute, what am I doing? It's way easier than I needed it, than my brain was making it out to be. So yeah, link cable, all you need. Don't have to worry about anything else. I don't even need that slave that we have down here anymore, technically, but I'll just leave it there. We can import into that slave or export into that slave when we need to fill up these drawers. But yeah, for now, that's that. Anyway, so today's episode, what I want to work on, and we are going to be working quickly because I want to try and get it all done this episode if we can, is an auto miner for Create. I want to set up a way to automatically mine for me because I don't want to mine, and I don't have a digital miner or a anything really that can help me mine at all. So we have to do all of the work ourselves, which I just don't want to do. Does that make sense? I just don't want to go downstairs into the mine and clickety, 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 and mine. It's just too much work. So we're going to try and set up an auto miner with Create that I can just, ride along with it and it'll mine for me. And I can just take all the stuff out and be happy. Don't worry. Opposite. Take that, flip it, reverse it. All right. So we're going to need a couple things from Create. We're going to need some linear chassis. And we're going to need quite a few of these. So let's see. Let's just grab a bunch. We need quite a few, so let's get a bunch. We're going to need some deployers. And remind me, the recipe on deployers is going to be these electron tubes, which is polished rose quartz. I do have. So let's get, let's see, we're going to need 25 of these. If we're going to do a 5x5 miner, we're going to need 26 of these. 26. I know I'm going to need more brass sheets. So, yes. Remind me what the recipe on brass here is. That was molten brass. You are 1 copper to 1 zinc. Zinc. Copper. Yeah, we have copper from Create. Give me a bunch of brass here, buddy. We need lava too. Oh, luckily I have buckets of lava in my inventory. Bam. Okay. Get me some. I'm actually going to do this just so it can start alloying just in case. And we are going to turn this off and this off. These have gold stuck in them and you have iron stuck in you. So we're just going to break it, cast it. Lost a little bit of iron and gold there, but it's not too big of a deal. All right, so this should start, yeah, turning into brass. And then we're going to put the brass on the bottom. And then now we can turn this on and it should only start casting out the brass for us. Because the brass is on the bottom, so we should be good to go. Okay, so that's going to do the brass. We're going to need a bunch of brass sheets. I'm going to have to go throw these into the sheet maker down here in our create area. And I really should speed that guy up, but that's okay. That's what jump cuts are for, right? Yeah. So we're just going to throw all of this into there. And we're going to need a bunch of brass sheets. So we're going to need those. We're also going to need powered drills or mechanical drills. And we're going to need 25 of these guys. What are we short on? Andesite alloy? Bam. And where did those ones that I just had go? Let's see, we're gonna be able to do 15. And because we're out of, I think it's gravel. No, what are we out of? We're out of andesite, aren't we? For andesite alloy. What is this sound? All right, so we can do 15. So we're actually going to end up being able to do a 3x3 drill, which is okay for now. We can expand later. This music is scary. Kind of dig it though. Okay, so we have mechanical drills. We have linear chassis. We're going to need a slime ball. Yeah, that music is very loud too, isn't it though? What is causing that? I think we've had this before. Jukebox? Is there a mob with a backpack around here? Options, music and sounds. Yeah, music's already down to 15%. What about blocks? Nope. Ambient environment? No clue. Something's making this music be loud, and I don't know exactly what it is. So I hope y'all enjoy this. It's kind of smooth jazzy. I like it. I mean, I'm not gonna complain about it. I forgot I had this automated. I came out here to get my brass, and I didn't even need to. It's completely automated. Okay, so we need to grab our brass, and I'm realizing now I am hungry. I have no food. I must have ate all my apples and my steak. Let's do half of these sheets and then see where we end up with this. Do I have any wheat? I don't. I got a bunch of apples though. Guess we're just gonna be eating apples. Actually, yeah, why didn't I? Interesting. Okay, so sheets are processing. We need brass hands. So if we're able to do 15, we're so close to being able to do 4x4. So we're just going to do 9 for now. So we'll put the rest of these away, which means we're going to need 10 of these guys. Oh, and I need andesite alloy for that too. Ooh. I'm going to have to go do a little mining, aren't I? By hand even. All right, let me be right back. Okay, we are back. I've got some andesite. Luckily, I can, you can see it from the surface up there. So I just, went, mined up the andesite. Let's put home up at the top. Yes, please. Thank you. And we're good to go. Okay, so we have our andesite. And so now I can continue working on the brass hands I was making. Yes. Actually, I got to make the andesite alloy. Right, let's go. Take your andesite and give me the alloy. Thank you. So I need 10 of these, which means we need the rest of our plates. We're getting there. And then once we do this, I'm not going to have to worry about it anymore. So we'll be good to go. So let's go ahead and actually, we made more plates. Yes, see, I was smart. I got it done ahead of time. 12. That's okay. We'll have some extras. Okay. So we're going to need 9 mechanical drills. We're going to need 10 brass hands. We're going to need an indeterminate amount of linear chassis. I can't exactly remember how many. We're going to need a create minecart, or what is it? A cart assembler. Yes. Cart assembler. We're going to need a minecart with furnace. Yes. Yes. Minecart with furnace. We got a wrench. I think we need a rail. We need a mechanical plow. Okay. Plow. Wrong usage of the word plow. Are you kidding me? I'm short 3 andesite alloy. Are you kidding me? Y'all are dying. I know it. Andesite in a nugget if I pour it over. I'll be right back. Okay, so we are back over here in our mine shaft area. Um, this is where I got cobblestone from, or the andesite. You can see andesite all around. So I've just been, pockmark digging it all around everywhere. But anyway, so we're going to set this up over here because we need a fairly large area. And you'd think, why aren't I setting it down in our mine? It's easier to work up here than it is down in our mine. We don't need to actually do it down in our mine right now. We can set everything up here and then we can move it to our mine at a later date. So what we want to do is first set down a rail and set down our card assembler so we can see, what we're working with. And we're going to see this is facing in this direction, which is fine. Everything is facing in the north direction. So what we want to do is we can take our mine cart. We can go ahead and pop that down. That's fine. And we can take our first linear chassis and we're going to put that down right on top of here. Okay. And we kind of want to face it the other direction. So let's go ahead and put it this way. Yes. Okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to come off of this linear chassis and we're going to come off of it 4. And then we're going to go down, but we need it to face the proper direction. So we're going to have it go this way. And then we are going to put our slime ball and then our mechanical plow. And what the mechanical plow is going to do is it's going to pick up our rails for us. So for this system, we only need to have like 5 rails. Technically in the system, 4 rails, really, I think it is. And it will just continuously run because this will pick up the rails and then we're going to have a deployer out here and everything. But yeah, so this is basically the entire setup for the back of your linear chassis. And I think, just to be safe, I don't think you have to, but I'm going to go ahead and glue that one just to be safe. But I believe this is going to, yeah, see, look. Maybe I put those on incorrectly. Because that is not what it should happen is that you see how that's picking that up. So if we set this to a range of 1, it's only going to pick up the plow. These are not getting picked up by anything. So do we need to glue all of these? Or are they going to connect to each other? That is a good question. And I don't have an answer to it at the moment. So I guess we're going to have to try this out and see what happens. Anyway, so what we're going to do is come off of the front. We're going to go out another 3 and 2 in front of our cart right here is where we're going to set up one of our deployers, which I forgot to actually make the actual deployers. And now that I think about it, is a deployer going to need andesite? Because if it does, I was about to say, I'm going to flip script here. Bam. Okay. So we're going to take this and we're going to take this deployer and we are going to set it up like here, but we need them to face downward. Okay. The deployer doesn't care that this block is going to be in here. So what it's going to do is it's going to place a rail and we're going to give it a filter here of a rail and it's going to place this rail right in front of it. And I want to make sure that it's going to place the rail in the correct direction. So I want to rotate it. Do I have to? I may have to climb up to the top. Let me get some building blocks. One more. No. Another one? I want the filter to be in the front is what I want. Yes, just to be safe. Well, the filter's still there. Whatever. We'll see what happens when the time comes. So this is going to be part of the front. And what's going to happen is this deployer is going to place a rail right down in front of it. We're going to go ahead and get our linear chassis. And we are going to place a linear chassis here. Right here. And we actually want to sticky that one so it holds on to this deployer. And then we're going to build out a structure so that we can have our miner actually do its mining. So we're going to actually go ahead and break down a little bit below this. And we're going to go up one more than this. And bam, bam, bam. Okay. So this is going to be what happens. The reason that we're doing this, and let me explain. The minecart is going to move forward, right? So it's going to go forward in this direction. And what we're going to run into, because there's a lot of caves, there's a lot of lava, there's a lot of water and stuff. And if that hits our rails, what's going to happen with our rails is the water or the lava is going to wash it away. Our cart's going to stop and we're going to be done. We're not going to be able to move forward. And so what we're working on doing right now is creating a tunnel, essentially, that is going to stop the lava and water from being able to affect our system. So we're going to add deployers all around this. And actually I made this one too high. Yes. There we go. So we're going to add our deployers here, and then we're going to add 2 drills to the center of this. Bam, bam. You're going to see the drills are going to want to hook up to the output, the rotational area on the deployers. So you just kind of got to get in there and rotate them. Or you can also just put the drills down first and then delete everything again because you need to make them sticky. Ha ha ha. And then do it again. Okay. So we should do drill, drill, and then deployer, 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 deployer. And these deployers are going to want to have cobblestone as their filter. Okay. So the deployers are going to have cobblestone, which means in front of them, they're going to be placing cobblestone, which means they're creating a safe area for us essentially to walk through. It's going to be a 2x2 area that we can go through. And you'll see why we're doing these drills here in a moment. So then what we're going to want to do is grab our linear chassis again. And I need more linear chassis. Do not tell me I'm going to need more andesite. Alloys. Yes, we are. But I have the ability to make more. Yeah, sure. So we're going to go ahead and pillar up again, just so I can get up to the top of this. Bam. Then we're going to come in front of it. And then this is where you can decide how big you want your miner to be. So we are going to do, because we don't have enough, we're going to do ours as a 3x3. 3, 1, 2, 3. Okay. So we have a 3x3 miner. And then if you wanted to, you could do a 5x5. You just have to, add more all around to the bottom. You're going to start at this level essentially and add your stuff around this, working down. And eventually, once we get enough to make more drills, we will do that ourselves. So then what we're going to do is place the rest of our drills. Where did my drills go? There they are. So we're going to take our drills, and our drills are going to go ahead and sit around. And what we want to do is see, okay, where did we place the 2 drills that we had? The 2 drills were here. So in front of this, in this area, we're going to want to go ahead and place deployers. Okay. And again, these deployers are going to have cobblestone. And the reason that these deployers need to be in the front here is because these 2 deployers are going to place cobble. Say our miner is moving forward and it moves into a lava lake. Okay. What these 2 are going to do is place the cobble. The whole contraption is going to move, and these 2 drills are going to delete the cobble, and it's going to cause any source blocks to get replaced. So this is going to place cobble, delete the source blocks, and then it'll move forward, replace the cobble, or replace the source blocks, replace the source blocks, replace the source blocks, and this is going to actually do the mining. So we're still going to get a 3x3 mining. It's just going to be, the back section is going to be slightly delayed. So this will be mining 3x3 before it, and then it'll clear up in a moment right behind it. It's actually a pretty simple setup here. I can't say I take all the credit for this. I watched a couple YouTube videos from Rage Plays Games, and I believe it's Rocket14. They are the progenitors of this design, essentially, at least from what I've seen. So, yay them. They're the ones who gave me the idea, and I realize now we actually need to move this whole thing one more forward because these deployers are going to try and place... Actually, once this becomes a contraption, I don't think it matters. We'll find out. Okay. So what we want to do is you are going to be set to a range of 2, 'Cause you're going to hook up there. You're going to be a range of 1, 1. You are 4, and then you are 1 as well. Yeah. And these are going to hook up to each other, aren't they? I don't need to glue each end of those, do I? I believe they're going to hook up with each other. And you need to be 4. The fact that all of these are changing is concerning me. But we'll see what happens, I guess. Anyway, last thing we want to do is look at this guy, and we're going to change it to lock rotation. And we're going to have to pay attention. Right now, our contraption is facing north. So when we go down, our contraption is going to be heading in the north direction. If you don't lock the rotation, what's going to happen is you're going to place your contraption down, and it's going to try and rotate to face the north direction on you, and it's going to spin and get out of control, and you'll end up killing yourself with your own drills. So yeah, not a fun thing to do. But anyway, so what we're going to do is activate it, and we're going to see here it became a contraption. Before we finish, though, we need to get some chests set up so we can actually get the stuff out of this. So we're going to go ahead and sticky up a bunch of spots. Let's see, we can sticky yeah, we can sticky there. Let's just get a bunch of chests. And we're going to set chests up. It doesn't matter that those were a double chest. It'll actually they'll convert over, but just to be safe. I don't know if I can put any there, so we'll see. And then one last item I think I want to get is a seat. Do we have the ability to make a seat from create? Is it going to require andesite alloy? It is not. So we can get a seat. We can place the seat on the back here, though we need to sticky it. And now we can actually sit on our machine as it goes. Okay. So let's see. If we were to run this now, if I were to give this a couple rails and give it a little bit of coal and some cobblestone, and we were to kick this on and actually, I give the, oh wait, no, it started doing it. Okay, good. Did it do it? What's it doing? Do I need to? Pardon, if you hear a noise, my neighbors just set off their fire alarm, so that's lovely. Go in there. Yeah, this should automatically, if I put the coal in here, and it did use a piece of coal. Do I need to put, you know what? I might need to give it a starter rail. Bam. Go, do the thing. Move. Forward. Onward. Yeah. Do I need to, like, help you out here? I don't understand what you're stuck on. Oh, you know what? It is. It's picking up that gravel. It's doing what I was afraid it was going to do with this. All right, so you need to be 1, 1, 1. You need to be 4, so it'll extend over to here. And I didn't sticky these, did I? There we go. That's probably the issue. Deployers and drills. See, we're learning together. This is why we do things. So we can learn, right? Now it should show. Okay, so yeah, you're only going to do 1, 1, and 1. And you theoretically now this should work. Yes. Okay, it placed. Why are we no drilling though? It did the placement. You have your cobble. Is it unable to because is this too close? Is that what my issue is? Let me diagnose this real quick and come back. All right, there we go. I got it. I don't know what I did, but I got it. And it's working. So you can see here from here, what it's doing is it's making a little tunnel for us to sit in. And it's just placing the cobble. Now we ran out of cobble, so it's going to obviously stop. But best way to get it to pick it up is to just doop, right click it, shift right click it with your what is this? The create wrench, and it picks it up. So we're going to grab this cobblestone back. Now remember, we don't necessarily need all this cobblestone because it's going to be mining for us. Basically, you can see what it did. It placed the cobblestone down, and it's creating a tunnel for us, so we could follow along with it. We can sit on the back of it and place torches. It is going to create a mob spawner if we don't place torches. So just something to keep in mind. You're going to want to know, make sure that you are protecting yourself from mob spawns if you can, as best as you can. But anyway, so let's just go ahead and pop down to our mine area. Let's see if I can't, bam, stop our bounce. And the nice thing with this is you don't really need to clear out like too crazy of an area, because the way that this works, now remember, we do have to go north, so I forgot. Let's go over here. So basically, we just need to clear out a 3x3 area will work perfectly fine. We just need to give ourselves enough room to get behind the thing. So we're going to lay down our rails, and we're just going to need a piece of coal, okay? To get it started, we just need one little piece of coal. Because remember, it has a stack of coal in there. So we're going to take our coal. We can go ahead and put all this extra stuff away. Cobblestone, chest can go away, cart assembler, gravel, dirt, all this stuff can go away. We're going to take the contraption and we're going to place it down. And it's not going to look, right at the moment. You can see it's clipping into the wall and everything, but that's perfectly fine. Once we get this started, it should actually go. So all we got to do is place our coal in there, and you're going to see it's going to start mining. It's going to slow down because now it's actually doing its job and it's actually mining. But if you remember, this was a flat wall of nothingness there. We may have to dig a little bit. Nope, it should be good. Yeah, it looks like it did it perfectly. So you can see it's creating a tunnel for us. And it's mining up everything that was, in that way. And you can see, look, there's cobblestone because it mined, and then it's adding the cobblestone back in. And anything that goes in there is getting mined. And if we pop out here, we're going to see we have a, wall or a hole essentially where it mined up the cobblestone. And if we were doing a 5x5, we'd actually be able to ride along with this outside, but we're not, so we can't. But anyway, what we can do is then sit on this and we can just ride along with this. Place torches every once in a while so we don't have any mob spawn, and we just go. And basically you can ride this until you see until you get to a point where you start seeing items on the ground. That means the chest is full, and all you got to do is shift right click this with your create wrench, and it will take you along for a ride. There, it'll pick it up, you can go home, do your thing. So yeah, anyway, that is our auto miner, simple auto miner. So if you enjoyed this episode, I know we tried to rush through this quickly. If you have any questions or anything, feel free to leave them in the comments. I'll answer as best as I can. But it's, like I said, it's fairly simple. If you want a greater breakthrough, I definitely highly recommend checking out Rage Plays Games walkthrough of creating this thing, because it is fantastic. It's what I base this whole thing off of, and I'll link in the description because I definitely think that it's a great tutorial. Yeah, anyway, feel free to like, comment, subscribe. I do appreciate it. It really does help out the channel. Thanks for stopping by. Thanks for watching. We'll see you in the next one. Have a good one.